Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video we're going to be doing the e-commerce settings for the Ocean WP, and now you will see why I must say that you should be going up with the Ocean WP theme itself, because it gives you a lot of features for the e-commerce website especially. Now you can see that we worked up with the customizer for different themes, and you guys saw yourself that those free themes were giving us really less things. But this is something, this Ocean WP is actually a free theme, and this is going to give you a lot more. Now you can see that this is what we have already designed, and now we will be moving towards something that is going to be our shop page, that is going to be our cart page, our checkout page, and we will also be working up with the categories, archives pages as well. So we're going to be doing each and everything in this video. So let's go and let's get started. First of all, what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to go to the general options, and then you have to go to the general styling, and here you have to set your primary color to be this particular color that we have been using. So all you have to do is to go back, and now you have to go to the header, and you have to go to the menu, and you have to go down and copy this color code. So once you have copied this, all you have to do is to go back, and now you have to go to the general options, the general stylings, and you have to set your primary color to be this. Now you have to come up here, and for the hover primary color, just select this and just keep it a little much darker. Okay, that's all. And now you have to go back. Now you have to go to actually the theme buttons, and here you have to choose again this color, and you have to paste the same color here, and you have to keep it a little dark. That's all. And now if you go to your shop page, you can see that there are some things that has already been changed. Even if you go to your checkout page, your cart page, you can see that there are some things that has already been changed, just like that. So there is a lot of things that has already been changed. Let's go and let's open up any of the product over here. So on opening this, you can see that this button is changed, but there are some things that we need to do, and we will be doing that, don't worry. So now once you're done with this, all you have to do is to go back, and now you have to move to the WooCommerce, because this is something that we will be doing right now. So inside the store notice, you guys already know you can enable this, and here will be a store notice over here. If you want to add any of the notice, you can add it. If you are running a sale, you can add that. Same like this, now we have got the general options. So now we've got this remove custom WooCommerce features, and what it is that if you just go to your website over here, you can see that we've got this WooCommerce sidebar. So what this is that it's going to be a default sidebar. This sidebar is going to be visible on all the pages of your website. And this particular sidebar is going to be visible on WooCommerce related sidebar, which means that products page, the cart page, the checkout page, and also a single product page as well, along with the archive. So you guys do know about that. Now, why should you be using both? Now, if you want to also build a blog as well, and you are catering a blog inside your e-commerce website, then you should be keeping this default sidebar for the blog, and this particular WooCommerce sidebar for the WooCommerce itself. But if you are building just the WooCommerce, just the e-commerce website, then you can use this default sidebar as the default sidebar, and there is nothing to worry about. So you can do that. And now we have this display card when product is added. So what this is that if you just set this to yes, and now when you will visit, basically click add to cart, the cart will be shown over here. So all you have to do is to just first hit publish, and now you have to click over here, and you have to refresh this page. So once you refresh it, you can see that this is how the website is looking. So let's suppose that I add this HP Omen, and I just hit add to cart. You can see that the card is now visible, and it is telling me that, okay, this is actually added to the cart. So this is a really great feature. If you want to add this, you can definitely add this. And then we've got this categories widget style. So you can see that this is what we have, the categories right here. Let's suppose that if I just select it to be drop down, then you can see this is how it's looking. And now here will be the drop down feature as well, which is not loading. So for that, what you have to do is just hit publish. And now you have to come up here, and now you have to refresh this page, and then you will see that there is now actually the drop down, so that the person can just see, okay, there is also some subcategory, which is really, again, a great feature that you should be adding. Now we've got this wish list. So wish list is something, if you have basically used AliExpress, if you have used eBay, you should know about this wish list. and we will be talking about this wish list in a separate video. So we will not be just talking about this right now. Now we've got this on sale badge. So if you go down, you can see we've got this particular sale badge that is coming. Now what you can do is that you can change this to circle as well. If you click over here, you can change this to circle, and instead of the sale written, you can go ahead and you can change this to percentage as well. So if you just click over here, now you can see it's right here, but it's not coming. So all you have to do is to just publish, and then you have to come up here and you have to refresh it right now, and you can see now there is percentage coming. So the reason why this doesn't load is because the Ajax is working, but it is not loading this particular page. So even if you just click this page once again, then you probably will see this right here, because then the page actually gets reloaded. Now we've got this my account page. So you can see that my account page is actually set to original. Now let's go ahead and let's see how does the my account page look like. So if you just go and you open up the incognito window over here, and now you have to type in your site address, and now you have to type in my-account, and this is right here. So you can see we've got login, and now we've got register. So this is how basically it's looking. Now let's go ahead and let's test the other thing, that how does this look. So if you just go ahead and you click side by side, and now you just hit publish, and now if you just go ahead and you visit this one-stop shop again and you refresh this page, then you will see that this is actually side by side. But I like it to be the default one, and it's much better. So you can just choose this to be original or the default. And now we've got display the featured image on the category. You guys do know about this. So if you just set this to yes, and then you hit publish, and now you just open this up and you open any of the category. Let's suppose that you open desktop, then you will see that we will be taken to the desktop page, and we are actually getting the featured image of the particular category. So this is really a great feature. If you want to add that, you can definitely add that, but I will not be adding this because this featured image is really big in size, and we cannot customize this, that how much size we want. So definitely that's not a good thing, and you can do it with actually the Elementor when we will be building the archive pages. So you can do that with the Elementor. Now we are done with the general settings, so let's move ahead to the menu cart. Now we've got this. Now what is this thing is that it says hide if the cart is empty. So if you just select this and then you just hit publish, and now if you come up here and you refresh this page, then you can see that there are some products in the cart. If I just cross it, you will see that the cart will be gone and there is no cart. So then when I add the product, you can see the cart is visible, and then I click anywhere outside, you can see now the cart is visible. So if you need this feature, you can definitely use this, but I want to show the cart to my users so that they know that actually that's an e-commerce website. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about this thing, and this is actually the mini cart on mobile. Now if you just switch to the mobile device, you can see that this is how the mini cart is working. So if you want to show it, you can show it. If you don't want this, you can just uncheck this, and now if you click over here, you can see that the person will be loaded to the cart page. So this is how it's gonna work. If you want to show the mini cart, you can do that. But I would highly recommend you to just show the mini cart, because that's a great functionality and a great feature. And if you want to use it, definitely go for it. Now we've got the visibility. So definitely you want to show it on all devices, the shopping cart. And now we've got this bag style. So this is, you can see that you can use particular so many icons over here. You can choose this icon, and the icon is going to be changed, but this icon is really small. And then we've got this thing, and it's not showing the price there as well. So if you want to show the price, you can definitely show it. You can just click icon, card, and total as well, and it's gonna be right here. If you publish this and you come up here and now you refresh this page, you will see that it will be here. So it's right here. But what we want to do is that we want to show inside the count, inside the icon, the count. So for that, what you have to do is to select this to yes. And this is really a great thing for the designing part. And then you have to just select this bag icon display total. You have to just set this to yes. And now go ahead and hit the publish. And let's see how does our cart looks like. So when you refresh this, you have to basically refresh this again. And this is how it's looking. So if basically it doesn't get refreshed, then all you have to do is to just remove the product from the cart, and then you have to add the product again to the shopping cart so that it's just there. Okay, and this is how it's looking. Now we have to design this. So for that, what we have to do is that we have to select this bag icon color to be white. Okay, and this is right here. The changes are being made. and the bag icon hover color is right here. Then we have the bag icon count color, which is just like this. Okay, so you're gonna have to change this to white, just like that. And the bag icon hover color, let's change this to this color, and let's see. I think we have to change this to default, and this is how it's looking. Or what you can do is that you can change this to black as well. So now it's kind of looking much better. So I would recommend you to choose this to black. And now we have got everything done, so you can even just read them and you can work with them. Then we've got this style, so you can choose it to be drop down or go to cart. Go to cart means that if someone will click over here, he will be taken to the shopping cart page. And if you want to take him to some other link, you can choose this custom link, and then you can add that over here as well. So we're going to be choosing it to be drop down over here. And now we've got this style. So style is actually compact. Now see the difference. If I hover my mouse, you can see the style over here. It's fully in the compact, which means that it's actually in the full width. Now if I just change this to spacious, you will see that now there is much spacing. So this is actually spacious. Well, basically I like it to be compact. It totally depends upon the user requirement and yourself as well. So if you like it that way, you can definitely choose it. Now we've got the card drop downs, so you can decide just like the width of it. So if you increase it, you will see that the size will be much bigger, but I'm going to be keeping it the default because I like it the way it is. And then we've got the drop down background color, so we don't want to change it. We just want to change the pricing over here. Okay, you can see the pricing is right here. And now you can see that this button color is already changed. And the reason for that is because we have changed those in the general options of the themes. That is why we don't have to change this. You can see that these are right here. The link color on hover is actually set to blue. But what we have done is that we have changed those on the Ocean WP settings, and that is why we don't have to change it. So just to save our time, we have to change this particular pricing over here. We have to change those colors. So we have to go down, and you can see we have got the price color, and you can change this to this color. And same like this, you can change this to this color as well. Now you can see that this is a little dark, so I'm going to be keeping it a little less than the dark. Okay, so just like that. Perfect. And now you can see this is how it's looking, and it's totally perfect. So now let's go down and let's see. And now we've got the mobile cart sidebar styling. So what you can do is that you can switch to the mobile. You can now click over here. You can see this is how it's looking, but it is actually redirecting me to the cart page as well. So let's just go ahead and let's hit publish. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to refresh this page. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit inspect over here, and I'm going to switch to the mobile device. Okay, so I'm in a mobile device, and now I click over here. You can see that this is how it's looking. So there is nothing to change. That is exactly same. If you want to change anything, you can definitely change it from here. And now we are also done with the menu card. So now let's talk about the archives. So for the archives, you have to basically come up here and you have to click this shop. So this is actually an archive page. This page that is coming up right here is known as the archive page. Now we have got shop page display, category display, the default sorting. You guys already know about this. The layout is already here. Then we have got the mobile sidebar order. So you can see that if someone is on a mobile device, and he goes down, then you can see that the products are being shown first. But if you want to show the sidebar first, you can do that, and the sidebar will be shown first over here. So you can decide whether you want to show the content area or the sidebar. And now we've got this shop post per page. So how many products you want per page, you can decide that. And you can also just select how many columns you want. So you can keep it to 4 as well. So I like it 4, so I'm going to be going with that. Now we've got the grid list buttons, which is going to be this. So if you need the list and grid buttons as well, you can choose that. And now we've got the default category view that is going to be set to the grid view. And now we've got the excerpt length, so we don't want to just mess with it because we don't have any of the, we don't want to show any of the product description right over here. So now we've got this off canvas filtering. Okay, now what this is that all you have to do is to just first check this up. Okay, and now you have to just hit publish. Okay, and once you do that, now you have to come up here, and now you have to go to the widgets area over here. And now here you will see this off canvas filter. So what you can do is that you can drag something over here. And now what we'll be doing is that we will be adding this filter products by price. So what you'll do is that you will select, you need it in the off canvas, and this is right here. Same like this, you can go ahead and you can set a product categories over here, and you can add this as well here. And now you can see it's right here. Same like this, you can go ahead and you can just select this active product filters, okay? And you can just add that to here as well, so that it's gonna show the active filters that are here. That's all you have to do. And now you have to come up here and you have to refresh this page. So now you can see we've got this filter. If you click over here, you can see we've got the off canvas filter over here, and the person can decide that whether he wants to filter the products by that, and the products will be filtered right here. So if the person will click over here again, you can see that it will tell you the active filters right here. So this is how basically the filter is gonna work. So if you wanted to add that, you can definitely add that. But since I am adding it in the sidebar, I don't need that much extra things on my website. So I just wanted to explain you how everything works. Now we've got this product. So you can see this is how the product is looking. If you just go ahead and you select it to be hover style, you will see that the style will be totally changed. So let's see how does this look. Now you can see there is no add to cart. So if you just hover your mouse, now there is add to cart, along with the images right here. So the person can select a different image as well, and you can just see, okay, there is this much image. So you can do that, but I like it to be the default way because that's more cool. Same like this, now you can go ahead and you can work with them. Like let's suppose that if you need the category behind the title, you can just drag and drop it, and now there will be category beneath the title. Same like this, you can just drag anything, and if you just want to uncheck something, just like if you don't want the title to be shown, you can uncheck this and you will see that there will be no title over here. So you can do it that way as well. Now we've got this product entry media. So you can see the image swap is there. So just like if there is any two image, the image swap will be performed and the user will see two images like that. Same like this, you can change this to gallery slider as well. And how the gallery slider will work is that there will be an actual gallery and the user will be able to just change to different type of medias there. So you can see this is how it's gonna look like. So this is how it's working, but I like the image swap because that looks much cool. Same like this, now we have the content alignment. So you can just keep it left, you can keep it right, and you can keep it center. Now we've got the pagination, and this is also a really great feature. And what this is that you can see if you go down, there are pages being shown over here, and the person can click and he will be taken to a different page. Now, if you just select infinite scroll, you will see that there will be the scrolling effect and the products will load automatically. It's showing end of content over here, and the reason for that is because the page needs to be refreshed. So if you will do that in a new tab, in a new window, you will definitely see that coming. So now you can see that this is right here, and we will be making sure that our infinite scroll color is actually that color that we have been using. So this is going to be the infinite scroll color. And now you can go ahead, you can hit the publish over here, and now you can come up here and you can refresh this. So once you refresh, you can see this is how the products are being loaded over here, just like so. Now there is one thing that we missed, and that is you can see the shop sort and the shop result count. So I don't know why I missed that. Anyway, now you can see that if you just check it, you will see there will be sorting over here. Okay, let me just refresh this page. The sort by popularity or something like that. So if you want that to be shown, you can definitely show that. And same like this, you can also show the result count. So just like how many products are there on your website. So I'm just gonna check these both again. And now if I just refresh, just see it over here, because you guys have already seen, I just unchecked them by mistake and I just forgot that. So anyway, you can see now it's working. So if you want to just add this, you can definitely add this, but I would recommend you to just get rid of this one over here. So we're going to be going ahead and we're going to be just unchecking this, and we're going to be hitting publish over here. And now let's go ahead and let's refresh, and you will see it will be gone. So this is more than enough. So now we are totally done with our archives as well. So in the next video, we will be working up with single product, cart, checkout, advanced styling, and the product image. So stay tuned guys, and bye-bye.